Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Travel the Country Aussie adventure. In this episode we are very excited to be heading along the Gibb River Road. I think of all the places that I wanted to see and experience as I went on our lap of the country, this is right up there amongst the top on the list. I do love the wild and remote places that so often hide stunning little pockets of natural beauty, and this one does not disappoint. Grab yourself a seat, get comfy, come along for the journey, and hopefully you'll enjoy what we get to share with you. So we headed out from Kununurra to the beginning of the Gibb River Road, where you just have to stop and grab that photo of the iconic sign. From there we headed to Emma Gorge and then into El Questro station. Well, here's an opportunity we just can't miss out on. We are actually here at the beginning of the Gibb River Road. So cool. How many times have I wondered if we would ever get here? And here we are. Now we've arrived at Emma Gorge and we're about to do the walk up to the gorge, 1.6 kilometres each way I think. We were going to be here at about 8:30 in the morning, walking the cool of the day, but what time is it, Terry?
1:08.
1:08. Due to a couple of delays, we're here in the hottest part of the day, so don't recommend this strategy, but we've got everything we need and it's a nice cool dip at the end of this walk. So that is going to be worth it. We hear that this is one of the most spectacular parts on the Gibb River Road. So when we get to the end of the Gibb, we'll know whether that was true or not. This should be good, and we're looking forward to it. Beautiful. Here, little pool. Well, this is me walking 1.6 kilometres in about 40-degree heat. Got the little ice towel on, which is just life-saving for me in this heat. We're nearly there. It's very kind of rocky and windy, and you have to be careful everywhere you put your feet, or you could easily twist an ankle or worse. So anyway, we're nearly there, nearly time for the swim and the big reveal of the waterfall, if there is one. Eight. Wow, we've been doing some serious scrambling as we get up into this end of the gorge, but I think we're here pretty much at the plunge pool. So any moment now I'll turn around and show you what it's like. Well, here we are at Emma Gorge. It's just so beautiful here. It's amazing. It's huge cliffs up here where the water comes down, all the ferns growing there. On this side, there's like a natural shower where it comes down under where the ferns grow. Up there in the corner, there's like a hot spring coming out with some warmer water. The water itself is so refreshing for swimming. It's so beautiful. So yeah, for so long I've looked at places like this online, and finally we get to be here. So pretty thankful and loving it. Goodbye Emma Gorge. Beautiful visit. And what better way to finish off the Emma Gorge walk than with a frozen mango yogurt. Good to go. So here we are at El Questro. We booked in here for 3 nights on a powered site, so we've got air conditioning when we want it, we've got the hot showers and all those kind of conveniences. It's fantastic. It's looking so good already. Not only have we got the campground, but they also have like a bar area, dining options as well. We do helicopter scenic flights here, horse rides up into the hills and things like that. But anyway, it's got some iconic sites here, gorges, water holes, hot springs. And that's what we've come for, and yeah, I think we're just going to absolutely love it here, and we'll show you what we find. So we're heading out to Questro Gorge this morning, but the first big decision we have to make is this one. Caution, deep water crossing. Here it is, deep and long, so it's about 80 centimeters deep. Big decision. Okay, so we did go through the water crossing and we made it. Surprisingly, we got a little bit of water in the front around our feet. But we've arrived at the trailhead for El Questro Gorge, and yeah, here we go. This sign at the trailhead gives you all the information you need for the hike. And these 2 reminders. Unfortunately, no drones. And more importantly, be aware there's death adders. Are we ready, Kerry?
No, we're not, but let's go anyway.
Yeah. Let's take it on and see how far we can get. Hopefully right to the end. So this walk out to El Questro is supposed to be quite challenging. A lot of getting your feet wet, and one pool that's chest high deep that you have to wade through to progress. But it is also supposed to be a lot of shade as we walk up this gully and canyon here. So yeah, hopefully the shade will just keep it a little bit cooler for us. It's going to be 37 degrees today. It seems to be the standard. Anyway, here we go. I think it's going to be lovely. We saw someone else had been recommended to wear their reef shoes up, so we've got our booties on, and hopefully that will work for us, as some of these rocks are a little bit sharp. Crystal clear water. It's beautiful, all right?
No, you're not. Could you have not taken a bag up there? Huh? Please to work.
Kerry, you be ready for me?
What abdominal muscles are going off the chart? I'm going to go the bum shuffle.
Hey, the bum shuffle! Real fun begins. Oh, wow. Where'd you go from here, Kerry?
You on my hand?
I don't know where you go next. Oh, up here maybe? Oh.
Right.
Okay, I got it. Yes, well, we made it through the halfway pool. Got our bags up without getting anything wet. And yeah, now the top section is supposed to be harder. A bit more rock climbing and scrambling. By the time we got through the halfway pool, there was like 20 people had arrived, ready to come through. It's just so beautiful in here. So beautiful. Looks like you're up. Hey, I'm up. traffic jam. These guys are amazing, bringing their kids up. Okay, a bit of a climb up here. There's a rocky section up the hill. I think we're nearly there. Wow, we've made it. Our Questro Gorge. Look at this. Going to drop into Moonshine Gorge and see what this is like. Lovely big swimming hole. Beautiful. Well, it's certainly very beautiful down at Moonshine Gorge, but we're pretty had it and starting to crash now after our trek out to the old Questro Gorge. So we're going back. Cup of tea, that's what we need. A nice cup of tea and put the air conditioning on. We're heading in to enjoy Zebedee Springs this morning. It's a hot springs on the property. You're only allowed in here from 7 AM until midday. There is a locked gate back up the road, which is supposed to be open at 7. We've been here at least since 7:15. It's now 8:15. No one has shown up to unlock the gate, so a number of people have walked on ahead of us and we were going to wait, but we've decided let's just get going. Not a big deal, it's only well, probably less than a kilometre to walk into the car park, and then another 600 metres up to the falls, the springs. It's just coming back. It's going to be hot and dusty on this road. So yeah, anyway, this is going to be wonderful. Soak our tired, aching muscles after our big walk up the old Questro Gorge yesterday. Right, here we are at the springs. Here's our map. This one's a good idea. This one's not one of my favourite signs. Okay, we ready, Kerry?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Well, that was lovely. What did you think of it, Kerry?
It's one of those fantasy locations, isn't it? Really.
Yeah,
If you had it to yourself when you had property, it'd be absolutely amazing.
Yeah. There was quite a few people in there, but people kind of move through reasonably quickly, don't they? So
Yeah.
when you think there's no good pools available, it's not long before a good pool is available. So
Yep.
yeah, it's very lovely. Water's just the perfect temperature. Yeah. If you're on El Questro, you've got to do it. Yeah, so here at El Questro at the station, which is the main campground, they also have a little swimming hole just on the river down here behind the main shop and dining area. So we're just going to go down there, have a look, and hopefully have a swim, because it's warming up to be another one of those Kimberley days. It's beautiful so far. Well, it is the river, part of the river. It's not the clear water we've been used to up at the springs or the waterfalls, but here you go. We're just out on a little bit of a drive this afternoon and seeing what we can see on the property, and going off to a lookout for sunset. And this is one of the private campsites right on the Pentecost River. So in some places the river's really narrow, but this one it widens out a little bit. Saltwater crocs, of course, you can't swim along here at all. Yeah, but here we are. Pentecost River on El Questro.
You need a rope to get down to the water from here. And if you stood too long around these ants, I think they'll eat you in a half an hour.
Yeah, heaps of ants, big ones. needless to say, it's a popular spot for sunset. Well, this is our last night at El Questro, but what a great way to finish up 2 extraordinary days in such an amazing place. Well, that's all for now, folks. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. We've absolutely loved being here at El Questro, and we're so looking forward to the next part of the Gibb River Road.